All right, enough depressing everybody about the state of football. Let's go with some quick hits instead.
Let's go, Gab.
Now, I was surprised when Ilkay Gundogan sat out Barca's game at Valencia Saturday. Now I know why. He was busy rescinding his contract so he could move back to Manchester City, freeing up cash to register Dani Olmo. This is just a reality, yeah?
It is. It might sound strange that to recruit a player, you need to let go another one that way. Otherwise, you can't register him, which is bonkers. Your football club, a football club, should
let go of your captain.
Yeah,
from the year before.
One of your best players, really. Let's be honest. It should not be a club should not be run like that. But this is what Barcelona found themselves in. This is the situation for them. And even now that Gundogan is almost gone, they still can't register Dani Olmo anyway. So they need to find more space in their wage bill, more money somewhere. For City, you get him as a free agent. Gundogan is back. It's another option for Guardiola. It's a different dynamic because suddenly if you're Foden, if you're KDB, that means another guy who's coming competition for places, etc. Everything you want. But I think it was a no-brainer from a City point of view and Guardiola and Gundogan to be reunited again.
For 5 minutes, I heard the original version about how, no, he wants to go to Turkey, blah, blah, blah. And they ran the picture of him with Erdogan back when Gundogan had his little mustache so he could look like a mini Erdogan. And I'm like, that would be romantic. No.
Okay, fair enough. And sticking with Barca, Gabi, Vitor Roque is reportedly close to a loan deal to Betis. They paid 31 million euros for him.
They're talking it's a 2-year loan deal, so I'm assuming they're going to get some fee to pay his amortization. He has this crazy contract through 2031. Yeah. Sporting apparently offered a permanent deal for him, but Barcelona turned it down, or maybe Vitor Roque turned it down. Maybe, I don't know. This is one deal that you can't go and pin on the previous administration, John. This is all you.
Yeah.
More City. The Times report that Kyogo Furuhashi could be on his way from Celtic. Jules, he's 29. Celtic would like a fee north of 20 million. I'm not sure they're going to get that. But does this make sense?
So, one, I love Kyogo. Absolutely love Kyogo. I would love to see him in a Guardiola team. I think as a second striker, force number 9, I think he can play so many different positions. To replace Alvarez by him, I know the age is a bother for you, 29.
Not for Pep. His contract's done. He's out of there in summer.
True. For him, Pep only sees the next 10 months, really. I think he would be a great signing for City. And I think he would be a utility player, a squad player, but I think a very, very useful one. And if you can get it maybe for a bit less than the 20 million, you go for it. And for Kyogo, imagine at this stage of his season.
And I think for Celtic, even it's late. I think they paid $4.5 million for him, something like that. So it is a good turnaround for players getting older.
Absolutely. And this was way back on Monday, but not that late. Jamie Vardy equalizer means that Leicester and Spurs share the spoils at the King Power. 2 points drop for Ange.
100%.
They could have lost the game even.
Which is weird because they dominated the game.
They were so much in control.
So many chances.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that's really going to be that's really kind of like a body blow if you're Spurs, if you're Ange, because and obviously there was some trolling as well from Leicester and from Jamie Vardy specifically. It does feel like, oh look, Spurs being Spursy, you want to crush that narrative.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what he said to the players afterwards, but this is worse than a defeat. I think psychologically.
He seemed pretty angry. Yeah, and. I said there was a lot of positives in some of the football they played, especially in that first half. Solanke had a couple of good chances to score. Didn't happen for him. And then they just lost their way again. Defensively, on the goal, they're shambolic. The Vardy goal, they could have considered a second one where they were all over the place again defensively. So he needs to sort this out. But we said that last season, didn't we? That he needed to sort out the defensive frailty that we saw last season. And guess what? They're still there.